Okay, the New Testament canon, most of the books are recognized early in the church as scripture. Notice this, they were written by the apostles of Jesus Christ. An apostle is somebody who was appointed by Jesus and discipled by him. And so the only apostle we have, of course, after his resurrection that was discipled after the Lord had already went to heaven was the apostle Paul. But we do have the other apostles who walked with Jesus and learned from him, okay? Now, those were part of the New Testament canon. They were written by apostles of Jesus Christ. They were circulated by the early church, and they were recognized as scripture. Notice this, a list of accepted books was available as early as 140 AD in response to Marcion's short list. Marcion was the guy who he only approved, I think, 9 or 10 of the books, okay? And so whenever somebody is teaching something in error, that's usually when a bishop or one of the early church fathers will come along and correct him, and they have to put out another list. This is the church. We're always trying to correct errors that people are putting out, false teachings, things of that nature. So it's very reactive. Polycarp in 150 AD was the disciple of the Apostle John. Polycarp, and I don't think that means many fish, but Polycarp quotes at least 12 of 27 books of the New Testament. Okay, Justin Martyr, 140 AD. He considered all of the Gospels scripture, plus most of Paul's epistles, as well as Peter and Revelation. So long before any of the church councils or before Rome and the Catholic Church, we already had a canon or a collection of the New Testament book, okay, that were recognized as scripture. Irenaeus, AD 170, quoted or considered as authentic 23 of 27 books, omitting only Philemon, James, 2 Peter, and 3 John. And here's something you can check out yourself. 95% of the New Testament can be reconstructed from writings as of the early church fathers in the 1st and 2nd century. You can go online to ccl.org. That's a Christian Israel library, and you can look. This is public domain, Antonician Fathers, early church fathers, and you will see most of the New Testament in there. That's why we can't say, oh, that was written. The New Testament was written hundreds of years later after the disciples. Not true. And you can check it out for yourself. Now, the translations of the entire New Testament were available by the end of the 2nd century. That included all 27 books of the New Testament that we have today. Church councils of the 4th century simply confirmed the 27 books of the New Testament that were already accepted by the church. So this idea, this myth of the banned books of the Bible, I'm sorry, all those shows that you're watching on TV that's sensational,